and forth up here, making obstacles for myself to trip over and the blinding light. Welcome to Pride Superstar Season 10. This is Houston's premier singing competition, especially in Big Game Houston. Are you guys excited to be here tonight? Yay, me three! Oh my gosh, it's gonna be great! So, I am Nina. I am the little hostess lady. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you that don't know me, I was actually a contestant in Pride Superstar Season 5. Since then, I've gone on to host karaoke at JR's every Thursday and Sunday for about 5 years now. I've also emceed the Pride Parade for 5 years this year, and was Entertainer of the Year last year for the About Face Awards. So it's kind of cool to get to be a part of a competition that has really opened so many doors, and it's just amazing to know that that can happen for anybody. Contestants, where are you? Are you listening? You can host karaoke every night too. Yeah! Just kidding. Awesome. All right. So first of all, we're going to talk about our sponsors for the evening, just to give them a shout out and a big thank you, because of course without them none of this would be possible. We've got Hot 95.7, Mix 96.5. Bud Light, and My Gay Houston. So thank you to all of our lovely sponsors. We appreciate you. And of course our host bar, Meteor. Roar! We love them too. They serve you alcohol all night. They have really fancy couches. It's actually comfy in here. Like, I like it. Thank you, Meteor. Y'all make sure you're taking care of your bartenders throughout the night as they are, getting you tipsy so you can enjoy the ditties. We have got, actually, 2 guest judges in the house this evening. Who knows Tiana Hall that's usually here? Can I talk about her boobies? She got new boobies today. She's not, shy about it. She said she'll really post anything except a full new boobie photo. So, she got new boobies today, so she's recovering at home. So, I'm going to introduce all 3 judges, of course, starting with our resident judge and the gentleman that has been organizing this for the entire 10 years, Mr. Joey Guerra. His shirt says boycott Beyonce. I was really excited about it until I realized it was like, a Beyonce shirt that she sold on tour. I was like, yes, sure. And I was like, oh, well, I guess she's clever. So Joey is the Houston music critic for the Houston Chronicle. He also is a blogger and actually is the event coordinator for the Houston Pride Parade, which is a pretty big deal. He's such a big heart of gold. Joy Suing is in the house this evening as one of our guest judges. Joy is a Houston Chronicle fashion and beauty editor. She also covers fitness and a bunch of other lifestyle and pop culture topics. She's interviewed Beyoncé, which is pretty cool since it might be Beyoncé night. I'm not sure. But she's also interviewed the Empire creator Lee Daniels, John Legend, Mexican pop star Thalia, Julie Andrews, and Drew Paul, and that's just to name a few. So, pretty big people you've been interviewing there. That's amazing. Thank you, Joy, for being here. And of course, our very special guest judge, Miss Love Dominique. Y'all make some noise. Give her a warm welcome. She is born and bred in Houston, and her sultry R&B sound actually landed her a Houston Press Musician of the Year nomination. She had an iTunes EP that reached top 40. Jeez Louise, that's incredible. And then she had a national distribution deal that spread her sound to the world. And it also says here that you teach kickboxing classes. Girl, I need to get on that. Like, is it in Houston? Oh my god. I'm gonna get some information, because trying to tone up, you know what I mean? Get all the junk in the right areas so that I don't have to wear Spanx anymore. I can't wait for that day. All right. So I'm going to talk about the Houston Pride Parade just a little bit, since it is coming up in just a few weeks. Are you guys excited about Houston Pride this year? All right. Houston Pride Week kicks off June 19th. The festival is actually on Saturday, June 25th. The festival outside and all the fun acts and all that jazz start at noon. We are going to have several fantastic musical guests this year. We've got Pearl from RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh my gosh, I know. We've got a high-energy Texas electronic band, Ishi. And it says we've also got Houston DJ duo Wrestlers. It says that they performed at Lollapalooza and Hangout Fest. And of course, last but not least, whoever wins this whole competition is going to be performing at the Pride Festival this year, which is a huge deal. I can't even tell you how many people show up there. It is truly an experience you will not forget. So, the winner of Pride Superstar gets all kinds of amazing gifts and prizes, including but not limited to $2,000 cash. Who does not want $2,000 cash? Anybody? Okay, so y'all can audition next year and maybe get $2,000 cash. They're also going to get some recording studio time at Westside Recording Studio, so they can do a video or a music recording, whatever they want to do. And of course, they get to perform at the Pride Parade and be in the actual parade festival in the car. And last but not least, they will be the reigning Pride Superstar for the entire year until next season. Is Jim Martini here tonight? I haven't seen her. She's been here every dang week. Beyoncé's gonna be so mad.
She's on her way.
She's on her way? Good, thank you. Somebody turned on her tracking device. That's good, that's good. Okay, so next week is actually the Pride Superstar semifinals. What that means is next week is the last week before the finale. So we've got a very special guest joining us next week. Alyssa Edwards from RuPaul's Drag Race is going to be a guest judge next week. So y'all make sure, I know, right? Amazing. Make sure to mark it on your calendar and be here for that. Of course, the contestants will need your support. So, we are going to get down to the nitty-gritty, the rules of all this jazz. Tonight is another double elimination. What that means is we're going to have 8 performers. We're going to have a bottom 3. The 3 that are there, the very lowest, is going to be automatically eliminated. So, you can't really help them. Let's just wish them the best. Before they even get on stage, we're going to rip the Band-Aid off and they're going home. The next 2, so, runner-up and second runner-up, are going to need your applause to decide who gets to stay and compete in the semifinals. So, you need to stick around for the whole show. If you're here to support somebody or you just kind of have a favorite that you've fallen in love with over the season or you just like what they do tonight, you're going to be responsible for making sure that they get to stay by screaming at the top of your lungs when I tell you to. It's going to be really great. Let's see here. I think we are ready to get to the music. So, if you hadn't guessed by now, the theme for this week is Beyoncé. Everybody's so excited. Yes, anything and everything by Beyoncé. They have the whole gamut of song choices to choose from. Of course, she's a very influential and Houstonian musician, so it's a pretty big deal. We are going to get right into our first act. First up this night, this evening, we've got Will Lyric. Will is going to be performing If I Were a Boy with some